Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Star Tarot by Kathy McLeland. And there's Kathy's email, not email, website. Okay. Supportive Oracle cards, spellcasting Oracle cards by Flavia, Barbara, and Lizbeth. They do have websites. She Who Is Art was the main one I noticed, but I think there's some other ones in there too. So if you're interested, feel free. Feel free. Okay. What do we have for Gemini? Okay. Okay. These. What are. Okay. By the end of this, someone's definitely going to trust you more. So I feel like we got to take that with a grain of salt. I'm not saying somebody doesn't trust you now, but it's almost like, when you have just acquaintances and you're like, there's nothing wrong with them. I don't really have reference for them. I mean, nobody feels, I'm not feeling like, well, this person doesn't feel bad about you right now, but I feel like they're going to trust you by the end of it. It's like it's going up a level. What are these three cards? There is a misconception with somebody. Okay, there's a third party thing going on here, so that is definitely happening. It's dejected from you. Somebody might be advising this person. They're advising this person. All right, take that with a grain of salt, how that comes in. They've got the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and then the Prince of Swords. I don't think this person has the best opinion of you at this point. Yet, I want to take it objectively. This person doesn't have the best opinion of you. They just don't. But that's not going to hurt you long term. I feel like this person's voicing concerns. Like, they see this about you, they see that about you. They don't really care for this, they don't really care for that. All these things are bringing forth, like, things this person you're dealing with is going to pay attention, but you're going to show your positive qualities without really trying. It's not like even you're trying that hard to do that. Your natural positive qualities are going to come forward. So the third party person who's pointing out all your shortcomings or what they think are your shortcomings, the person they're dealing with is going to be concerned at first. They're going to look a little deeper with you, and they're going to be like, no, I don't think that's bad. I think the Gemini sees things in many different ways. I actually think the Gemini can help me find ways out of problems that other people can't. They're thinking, like, if there's a way to make something better, you can find a different way to do things, or you give other possibilities where other people might give up. They're going to discover that, though, so be aware of that. When this starts, they're not really there just yet. The person who's connected to you, the third party person, I'm just like, The one connected to you, though, they're going to discover, like, when other people give up, you're like, well, yeah, but there's a slight chance with this. Or you could possibly do that, might have a possibility here, might have a possibility there. It's like the gift of Gemini, I mean, you guys know. You're going to win somebody over, ironically, because somebody else points out it's not really a bad attribute. Because somebody points out some attributes you have, but they're looking at it in a negative light. I feel like this person you're connected to is going to see those same attributes, but they're going to look at it like, no, I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's bad. I think that's actually quite good. I do get a protective friendship coming forward. I don't know. Let's take it slowly. We want to be careful with the boundaries with this person. I think that's my most we don't want this to get out of control. Because they're telling you where it's coming from, right? And there is some conflict here. There's some fire coming in with the Ace of Wands, Five of Wands. A lot coming in. I don't feel like this person is bad for you. I think they're very good for you. But at first you might be like, are they good for me? Because they seem to be like questioning a couple things that makes me uncomfortable. They're good for you, but we want to set up boundaries. Not because they will be bad for you, but we want to make sure we keep this more in your control. The boundaries, something with this person. This person, like, when they learn more about you, they actually really like you. They actually like you a lot. They feel like other people misunderstand you and they're afraid that people take advantage of you or belittle you or something like that. They don't like that people see you in a certain light. They're like, no, the Gemini is not a bad person, and I don't like that people think that. So they might get a little bit aggressive with that energy. Be aware of it. Be aware of it. You want to keep this under control where this person understands, like you understand what's going on around you. You work with it. You don't need somebody like, coming in and taking care of stuff. You don't need an older sibling coming in and pushing people around for you. You don't need that. It's like, I don't need mommy to come in and take care of this for me. I don't need daddy to come in and take care of this for me or whoever. Like, I don't need somebody to take care of me. I got it. I got it. I got it. So you want to make sure that they have that impression and that you don't like it, especially if you don't like it. I mean, there's different flavors of people, but if you really don't like it, make sure this person knows that. Make sure that you make sure this person knows that. That you're like, I got it under control. Even when people are a little bit rough with me, I got it. I can take care of it. I can take care of myself. I don't need somebody taking care of me like that. There is a danger of this, and I feel like we're kind of fast forwarding here because you're going to really win this person over. This person seems to be offended that somebody else looked at you in a negative light. They seem to be offended. Like, I don't know exactly why, if like somebody has done that to them in the past, or that this could have gone a different direction if they didn't really pay attention and see you for who you were, and they feel that other people might be looking at you in a negative light, and that's not fair. Something about this person can get very, very protective. Which it's not bad to have an ally who's protective, but I feel like this could be, like, it may make you uncomfortable. Kind of like, I can take care of myself. I don't need you to take care of me. But it's good to know you have somebody, that has your back if something goes a little bit too far. That's good to know. And I feel like you want to push that forward to this person. Like, listen, I'm all right. I don't need you to take care of me like that. I don't like that. I don't want that. But I like knowing that push comes to shove and it gets a little heavy, I have somebody to help me push back a little more when I need it. When I ask for it, more than likely. More than likely. Because this is a very good connection. This is going to be like a really good friendship in some respect. But it's kind of like, I also feel the energy around you, kind of like I have to pay attention here and I have to make sure this doesn't get crazy. I don't want like crazy fights happening. I don't want people nervous to say stuff to me because my friend's going to like rip their head off. Because I feel like that's kind of like, that's going to cause me issues. If people are afraid to talk to me because they're afraid somebody else is going to get upset or might hear something and not like what they said to me, it's going to shut down communication. That's not going to work. I need people free. I need people able to talk to me. I need to hear the information. So I don't want somebody stepping in like, you can't say that to the Gemini, that you need to treat the Gemini better. I got it under control. Sometimes people get a little messy, and when they get a little messy, I get extra information that not everybody gets because I let them be messy. I just kind of absorb what's happening. I find out things not everybody knows. So you got to regulate that yourself and pay attention like how this energy is working with you. That's where it's coming from. Is like some misunderstanding, somebody else telling them that Gemini no good. Something like that. They don't like that. They find out that they like you a lot. They actually mesh with you very well. A good energy to foster, especially because the travel's coming in with an oracle card. I don't feel like it's physical travel. I feel like kind of like when there's misunderstandings, we address it and let it go and move on. You're going to keep it in the back of your head. You're going to be aware of things like that. When necessary, you'll use it when you need to, or reference it when you need to, whatever. You don't want this other person holding grudges on your behalf. I don't know why that's such a thing, but it is. This person might be overly protective. I feel like if you can keep it in perspective, you'll be fine. But we don't want it like... I just feel like it could be a little bit too much. They are a King of Wands energy, which don't get caught up in the gender. It's just... And by the way, I keep... Queens and Kings are the same power level, the way I read them. But like it can be over-dominating sometimes. We want them to stay at a page energy. We want the king to act look more like a prince or like more like a page. And if they get under control, if you can kind of, you don't want to control this energy. That's not going to work. So I'm not saying that. But if they get the impression like you don't like that, you don't want them running your life for you, and you're afraid like where this is going, it just feels like it's too much. But you like them waiting in the wings. If they need you, they'll help you if you ask them to. You want to like really kind of like talk to this and keep it in check. You're going to have to kind of maintain this relationship to some respect. Every now and then, just spot check it, make sure it's okay, that type thing. We don't want them holding grudges on our behalf. I feel like that could happen too. You got to keep an eye on it. Because I feel like this person is cycling in and they're not looking to go anywhere. They really believe in you. And they believe, like they have your back, they believe without question that you have theirs too. It's innate. I don't know what to tell you. This may be somebody new to your life, or somebody who maybe you haven't been that close to in the past, but maybe they've been around. Going forward, once they figure stuff out with you, they got your back, but they completely believe you have theirs too. That's part of the rub on that. We just want to be careful with boundaries. We want to be careful with boundaries. They're cycling in, they're going to stay. But when I'm purposely using the word cycle, because they're going to stay in for a while. This can be a great connection for you. As long as you have it in perspective and you can kind of set the tone to some respect. You know what I mean? If you're thinking of like a party, for example, and if you're in control of the music sets the tone of the party. If you have like death metal going on at this party, that's going to set the tone. If you have classical, that's going to set a different tone. You know what I mean? And I feel like you want to keep it fairly loose, fairly calm, fairly like, unless I need you, don't come forward. I'll keep you in the loop about what's going on. I'll let you know who's giving me a hard time, but I'll also let you know that I got it under control. Because I feel like this is somebody that you got to kind of let them know, like, yeah, I see what that's going on. I see what they're doing. I'm okay with it because I'm getting information. They're not really that bad. I have it under control. Just let me roll with it the way I need to roll with it. You can stabilize this. The King of Pentacles is here. It's kind of like you're very subtly in control. Subtly. You're not looking to control this person, but as long as you keep spot checking and you let them know what's going on, kind of like, yeah, I see them, I know, but I'm getting information. And it's okay for them to pop off because they're not hurting me. I'm absorbing information. I know what's going on. I don't feel like I'm in danger. It's fine. If I need you, I will let you know. That seems to be like the reoccurring theme. Like, they've said it a lot. It's come through a lot. Because you got a lot coming forward. You're going to get more information, but if they're intimidating people, it's going to stunt your growth with the subjects you're trying to get more information with. The information won't flow through as well. You're going to get more clarity, a little more sugar, a little less vinegar for the most part. It'll work out good. You also want to keep this person in the loop. That will greatly calm them. Like, give them a little bit of information. Like, yeah, see, I know they had a little moment. They kind of freaked out a little bit. But what I learned from that was, and you kind of give them a little insight, like why you're okay with that and how that worked to your benefit. You don't have to tell them everything, obviously, if you don't want to. But you just kind of give them a little intel, like this is why I don't get upset about it, or this is why I'm all right with them losing their cool a little bit. They didn't physically hurt me, but here's what I learned. Here's what I was able to do with that. Give them a little bit of a breadcrumb or two, whatever you need to do. Are we good? All right, I think we're done. I'm going to shut this down here. Okay. If you would like a personal reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, yeah, I did say that right. That's below as well with the same email. Thank you for watching and have a great day.